Hey everyone, Darren here from the Tembo team. This is just going to be a quick demo of what we've been working on, which is a new product that we're calling DBA, which is essentially Postgres alerts to PRs. And we're doing this fully autonomously with zero human intervention. So if we look at my screen here, I'm logged into the product. This is essentially what you see right after sign up with a fresh account. So I'm basically prompted to connect a cloud account, which would allow DBA to access all of my instances. So we have a few options here, some of which are still being worked on. I'm going to select AWS. It's going to ask me to open the AWS authorization page. And this, like all this does, is install a cloud formation template that gives DBA fine-grained access to all of my instances that are running inside of AWS. So I'm going to accept this, then I'm going to click the Create Stack button. And then if we go back into DBA and wait for a bit, this is essentially going to boot up all the resources that we need to be able to monitor all your instances. Sweet. So now that AWS is connected to DBA, I could add extra cloud accounts and other instances if I have instances running on multiple accounts, but for now I'm not going to do that. I'll hit continue. And then the next thing here is it's going to ask to connect GitHub. And so this is going to give DBA access to my GitHub repositories. So I'm going to click on Tembo. It's going to have me do some two-factor auth, so I'll be right back. I have the app installed, so I'm just going to go back to DBA here, and then map instances. We'll do this later. So then I'll go into the app. I'll go into settings, go to connections. I can see that I have AWS installed, and it did detect that I have two instances. So if I go into AWS here, it shows that I have two. This is the AWS account that I installed the CloudFormation template in. And if I go into instances, I can see that the two instances are synced. And I can go into issues, and DBA is currently scanning all of my cloud accounts, and this will usually take a bit. But what I'm able to do here is switch to a different org that already has a few instances. And DBA works with multiple clouds, as you saw in an earlier step. So here I have an instance from AWS and a few instances from Tembo Cloud already synced. And I can go into settings here and we can take a look at the GitHub integration. And what I've done is synced a repository. Basically what this like mapped repositories means is essentially I'm saying that the OSS rank repository on GitHub consumes the OSS rank Postgres database. And so this means if there's ever any issues that DBA finds while it's doing its analyzing on the OSS rank Postgres database, it's going to go and fix those issues inside of the OSS rank repository. So if I go back into issues here, I can see that I have what looks like 11 issues here that DBA has found, all for the OSS rank um, instance, even though I have more than just that uh, instance synced to DBA. Then I've got um, three PRs open to fix three of the issues. So let's say I go look at one of the PRs. I can see that it found a slow query. This one looks like it's querying a table called projects, and DBA opened a PR to fix this, and it outlines essentially like a summary in the pull request of uh, why it's why the query was slow, and then a little bit about why it's proposing this type of solution. And you're able to review the PR, look at each of the commits, and then there is like a feedback loop. So if I don't quite like this solution, I'm able to do a typical PR review and ask DBA to iterate on its solution. Another thing that we are working on is a config file, and this is kind of similar to cursor rules, if you've heard of that. But this allows you to, at the code base level, kind of customize DBA's solutions, and a lot of this just gets injected into our system prompt that runs inside of the solver in the background. So that's our progress so far here on DBA. We're super excited for you guys to give this a try. We currently have it behind a waitlist, so if you want to be able to give it a test run, at least the things that you saw inside of this demo, you can go to dba.ai and sign up for the waitlist, and we'll try and let you in as soon as we can. There's also a trailer that's pretty cool if you want to take a look at that. And then if you have any feature ideas, feel free to go to dba.productlane.com/roadmap, and we'd love to hear any feature ideas that you have. Thanks.